Hello everybody, my name is Wilder, and Rune Factory 5 finally has a new trailer. We've been given a new trailer, but not just any trailer. A trailer that shows the gameplay. And let me just say, this is everything I dreamed of, and more. I did record my live reaction to this trailer, so if you want to see that, then there's a card in the top right corner. But we've got a lot to unpack and look at here, so let's just get right into it. First things first, we've got to take a look at our two main characters. We got a really good look at them. We were teased with their silhouettes about a year ago in a teaser trailer that came out, but now we finally get to see them clearly. I've heard quite a few opinions about the characters already from some people. Some people like them, some people don't. Some have a problem with the outfits, some of the colors. I personally love the designs. I think they're very cool, very, modern almost, you know? I love their hats, by the way. I think they look so cool. I am wondering, however, if there will be any clothing customization for this game, because of how people seem to have a few conflicting opinions on the designs. I know Rune Factory 4 had a bit of clothing you could change into, but I'm hoping they'll amp that up a bit and make it kind of like Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town was, where you have a bunch of different outfits and different color variations for them all, and you can just change into them and not look out of place. You know, you can just kind of create your own character through clothes. I think it would be really cool to have that option, because it doesn't really look like we're gonna get character customization from the looks of things in this trailer, which is a bummer, but I'm hoping for really, really good clothing customization at the very least. Anyway, I like these designs. I think they're cool. They lived up to their silhouettes, which I also thought made them look really cool. Cool, I'm saying cool a lot. Let's move on. So we got to see a few other characters as well. Some marriage candidates. We got to see this blue-haired elf girl and this pink-haired girl. Not only that though, in the Japanese trailer for this game, they got something we didn't. They showed off the character portraits that will show up when you're talking to people. They're going to be in 2D like Rune Factory 4 and most of the series, and not 3D models like Tides of Destiny, which I am honestly glad about. Tides of Destiny having 3D models in conversation was fine. It was fine, you know, it was unique, gave the game a certain feel to it, but with the 2D portraits in other Rune Factory games, they feel like there's more life to them, if you know what I mean. With the 3D models instead of character portraits, it just felt like something was missing. I don't know if that's because I'm used to the 2D portraits, or if I just didn't like the 3D models taking their place, but it felt like something was missing when we had 3D models, even though the rest of the game was 3D. So I'm very glad that the 2D portraits are coming back. They do look a little different from Rune Factory 4's though. I can't really quite put my finger on it, but they match the look and feel of this game already for me. I think they fit well just from what I've seen, and I haven't really seen a lot, so I guess I like them. I am really liking how this game is turning out though, by the way. I like everything I'm seeing. Now, before we talk about graphics, you know, the big topic in the room, let's take a look at the story a little bit. So in this game, your character has lost their memories. I laughed when I heard that. I mean, at this point, what's a Rune Factory game without losing your memories? Am I right? Anyway, you've lost your memories and have been taken in by the good people of a town called Rigbar. Rigbars? Rigbar. You eventually become a Peacekeeping Ranger for the town and fight off monsters to keep the town safe. Now this is interesting, because back in my teaser trailer analysis, I was talking about how the building they showed off looked like a kind of guild because of the way the building was made and the bulletin board outside. And I speculated that we'd be living above the guild hall and be a part of the guild. We were really close with that guild angle. We were really close. You're going to be something called a Peacekeeping Ranger. I assume that's going to work kind of like what we were all imagining with the guild angle. You'll be able to take requests and jobs from the town and be able to go out on adventures finding monster targets and protecting the town. Kind of like how the requests worked in Rune Factory 4. I mean, I loved that quest system, so the idea of that coming back and being a little more like how a guild would work and maybe even part of the story, it's getting me really excited all over again. So, while you're protecting the town as a Peacekeeping Ranger, I think that sounds so cool, I don't know why I like that so much. But while you're protecting the town, you'll spend the rest of your time farming and fishing, both of which were also shown off in this trailer. The farming part was particularly interesting because the main character was farming on top of a dragon. He was farming on this dragon island farm. This immediately reminded me of Whale Island from Rune Factory Frontier. And something I noticed right away was this farm island dragon was shown off in the teaser trailer as well, as one of the big 4 creatures they brought attention to. Because this dragon is acting as an island where you can farm, I'm curious if the other creatures will be used in the same way like Whale Island. Kind of like a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 type deal, where there will be a bunch of islands that are also monsters. That would be pretty awesome, because I loved how Whale Island worked in Frontier, so I have a lot of hope for when it comes to this idea. Now let's talk about how this game looks for a moment. Obviously, Rune Factory just got a huge overhaul. This game does not look like Rune Factory 4 Special at all, which is what a lot of people were thinking it was going to be like. This game is in 3D. It's taken the path of Frontier and Tides of Destiny, with a huge emphasis on Tides of Destiny. This game looks a lot like Tides of Destiny, but a lot better and more polished around the edges. You know, Tides of Destiny is getting up there in age. I'm a huge fan of the path they've decided to go with for Rune Factory. In my first ever Rune Factory video, Rune Factory 5, What I'm Hoping For, that was a long time ago. But in that video, I had a lot of big wants and big hopes, and one of them was that I wanted the game to look like Tides of Destiny, because of how the jump from handhelds to consoles, in my opinion, should come with an upgrade to graphics, one way or another, and I wanted a big upgrade. I'm really happy with how this game looks, and as much as I love the aesthetic of Rune Factory 4 Special, like as much as I love how charming that game is with how it looks, I love this upgrade. I loved every moment of gameplay from this trailer. I think it looks amazing. It looks beautiful. I'll definitely miss the feel of the Frontier 3D graphics. I kind of expected them, you know, if they were ever going to go back to this style of graphics, to go with the Frontier kind of look instead of Tides of Destiny, but I'm really glad they went with Tides of Destiny, because that's what I wanted. I think it looks really good. Now, even though this game looks a lot like Tides of Destiny, even though Rune Factory has looked like this at one point in the past, I'm kind of afraid that people are going to bash this game for looking like a generic anime-type game. I said this in my reaction video, and thinking over it a little bit more, there are definitely going to be people who kind of pass on this game because of how it looks, so I'm a little afraid to hear that, or maybe even see that. But even with that, I still love how this looks. That hasn't changed. I think this is a really great step for the series, and I think that this is a really, really good upgrade. I'm excited by how it looks. I think it looks really pretty, and I really hope that a lot of people give it a chance. Maybe even people who weren't very interested in Rune Factory 4 because of how it looked might be interested in Rune Factory 5 because of how it looked. You know, it could be the opposite way. Maybe they won't bash it. Maybe they'll be like, oh hey, this looks really interesting. It looks pretty. Because Rune Factory 5 looks really pretty. That trailer was gorgeous. Not only did the graphics get an overhaul, the combat did too. The combat in this trailer looks much more involved and flashy in this game compared to Rune Factory 4. The combat, again, reminds me of Tides of Destiny. The battles in that game were really fun and made you feel super epic. The combos were amazing. A big request I saw from people for Rune Factory 5 was more engaging combat. Because Rune Factory 4's combat, while it is a ton of fun, wasn't that involved or overall engaging. If this combat is going to turn out to be an upgraded Tides of Destiny style, then I will be extremely happy. I mean, I'm already happy from what the trailer showed off about the combat, so, you know, that's a plus. You can also perform combo attacks with your follower to deal massive damage. This was shown in the trailer, and it looks cool. This obviously means that you'll be able to have followers again. I didn't expect them to take this out, though, but at least it's confirmed. But I wonder how the combo attacks will change based on who you bring with you into battle, or if the combo attack changes depending on what weapons you each have equipped. It'll be super interesting to see all the different combo attacks. We also got to look at some of the different environments in the game. One of them blew my mind. This lava area looks gorgeous. I love it so much. I cannot wait to walk around that area and just fight enemies in it. I love the way it looks. I can't wait to see the dungeons as well. I want to see so much more. I know we just got a ton of stuff right now, but I'm hungry. I'm hungry for Rune Factory right now. Oh, by the way, can't believe I almost forgot this. One of the best things to be shown today was the main character riding on a woolly. I love it because it looks just as silly as it did in Rune Factory 4. I can't wait to get a Rune Factory 5 woolly. Anyway, finally, let's talk about that release date. The initial release date for Rune Factory 5 was 2020. Well, at the very least, it looked like Japan was really going to get it in 2020. But now both trailers have stated that the game will be releasing in 2021, with the Japanese trailer saying it'll be releasing in spring 2021. The North American release date just said 2021, with no further details. But because it's coming out in spring in Japan, I really hope, that it doesn't take too long to come out here in North America. Or Europe, for that matter. I'm sorry again, Europe, you guys always get things so late. Of course the delay sucks, but I don't really mind it because of how much awesome stuff they gave us today. You know, it would have been one thing for them to just be like, hey, the game was delayed, we're sorry, you know, in like an article or something, but we got to see where the game is at and what's in store for us, so as excited as I am, and as much as I don't really want to wait, I don't mind too much. We got a ton of news, we got a ton of information, we got a really nice look at the game. The game is looking beautiful. I am so hyped. I really don't mind waiting for just a little bit longer. But that's going to be all from me today. What did you think of the trailer that we got? How are you feeling about it? Let me know in those comments down below. I'll put a link to the trailer in the description if you want to check it out. If I missed anything, there was a lot in that trailer. There was a ton of stuff. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comments below. We'll talk about it. We'll have a conversation. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. All links are down in the description along with the names of my wonderful, amazing patrons. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one.